Well, next tonight we're turning to the charity that's harnessing Cumbria's landscape in a bid to hit ambitious environmental targets.
The National Trust is aiming to become carbon neutral by 2030, and it hopes that a new hydroelectric scheme in the Lake District could help it to do just that. Ryan Dollard reports.
When most people think of the National Trust, it's in terms of preserving the past. Few realise the work being done across its sites in the Lake District to ensure we have a viable future. The new hydroelectric generator they've installed here in the Borrowdale Valley is one of 11 renewable schemes that have halved their reliance on gas and oil.
So some of the water's diverted away from the deck into a pipe and then goes down to a turbine. So if you imagine a garden hose pipe, for example, you've got a tap, which is our intake, and then the nozzle on the end of the hose pipe, that's your turbine. And what you're doing is simply building up pressure within that pipe that then hits the turbine and spins it, and spins a generator that creates the energy that we then take into the national grid. I think one of the beauties of the technology is that you can put a turbine into a small Lakeland barn, and you can open the door and you can say to somebody there's a turbine in there that's producing enough power for 300 houses, which is amazing. We've just achieved 50% renewable energy target that we set ourselves back in 2013. And we've now got a list of over 100 projects that we'd like to take forwards to get to net zero by 2030.
The drive towards carbon neutral is a global goal, but initiatives like this are already showing spin-off benefits at a local level.
It's win-win, there isn't a downside to it. We're producing green energy, which is used locally because that's how the systems work, and we're producing lots of money, so making lots of money to be ploughed back into conservation within the valley.
The Lake District's breathtaking landscapes have inspired generations of artists, poets and writers. The National Trust hope the work being done here can inspire the children of today and tomorrow to believe in a carbon neutral future.
I'm personally really proud of the work that we're doing for this. It's really not enough to just say that we're here to protect beauty, nature and history for everyone. We have to make sure it's here for generations to come, and to make sure that it's doing the most it can to be helping us in this climate emergency we find ourselves in right now. We're hoping to get to carbon neutral by 2030 and plant millions of trees to help with that. So anything that we can do and to be an inspiration to the new generations, to inspire them to do the same, is just so important, and it's just going to go so far for us as a country and as a nation and for the whole world.
It's widely agreed that there is no sustainable case for a world driven long-term by gas and oil. But while the wind blows on the fells and rain flows into the valleys, developments like this could provide a clean way to power the future. Ryan Dollard, ITV News, Borrowdale.
Such a fascinating scheme, and there was some beautiful footage of Borrowdale in that piece. I was just there.
What a showcase.